So good morning class. This is my report of our subject logic, which is my topic is all about eduction. So eduction is a kind of immediate inference. Ano siya? Eduction. What is eduction? This kind of immediate inference or a new proposition is being formulated either by interchanging the subject and predicate terms of original proposition or by the use of removal of negatives. So there are four kinds of eduction, namely conversion, obversion, contraposition, and inversion. So first is eduction. So ang eduction kuno guys kay it is being formulated either by interchanging the subject and predicate. So it means interchanging siya or ato siyang ibaylo-baylo ang subject o predicate terms of original proposition or by use of removal of negatives. So however, the quality of original proposition is retained. Conversion has two partly, namely converted, the original proposition, and the converse is the new proposition. So ang gipasabot ani class kay naiduha ka klase ang conversion, which is converted o converse. So ug arita sa converted mo ni siya ang original proposition. So it means mo ni siya ang sentence niya nga mean gid siya nga sentence. So ato ni siyang i-convert to converse. So nigabot ri sa converse which is ang converted na sa subject na sa predicate. So ginig-ari na to sa converse naa sa gihapon siya subject og predicate pero mag-interchanging ta sa original proposition. So example ni. So example siya, no fish is a mouse. Mao ni siya ang converted. Ang converse niya is no mouse is a fish. So sa atong nasabtan class, bisan pa man tuod og gi-interchanging nato siya ang converted to converse, which is ang meaning ani niya maura gihapon. No fish is a mouse. Ang fish is subject, ang mouse niya sa converted is predicate. So arita sa converse, ang mag-una na niya ang predicate na niya is a mouse. Ang fish niya nahimo na siyang ang converse kay no mouse is a fish. So diri sa converse, ang subject niya kay ang mouse na, ang predicate niya kay ang fish na. So ug atong sabton class, ang converted og ang converse, which is ug ato siyang bali-balihon, ang meaning niya maura. So mao na siya ang conversion. So let's proceed. However, despite the interchange of the subject and predicate terms in conversion, it is necessary that the quality of converted, which is negative, it being an E proposition. So ang gipasabot guys is it is necessary that the quality of the converted, which is negative, is being an E proposition, must be maintained in the converse. So kung unsa di ay ang kanang negative or unsa pa na siya sa converted is still mag-maintain gihapon siya sa converse. This means that the meaning of the converted is retained in the converse. So muna to kung gingon ganiha nga kung unsay meaning sa converted, inig converse na to mao lang gihapon ang pasabot niya. There are actually two kinds of conversion, to wit simple conversion and partial conversion. So let's proceed the simple conversion. So simple conversion is a kind of conversion where the quantity of the converted is universal. So noon naman na nakaila siguro no na kung ano mo ang universal. So ang universal kay kana siyang tanan or sagol. The converse must also be universal. Or if the converted is particular, the converse must also be particular. We have to bear in mind, however, that of the four types of categorical proposition, A, E, I, and O. Only E and I propositions can be simply converted. So, ang E raday kuno og I ang makonvert sa simply converted. So, example, so, pada ita mahuman. If only E and I proposition can be converted, it follows that E and O propositions cannot be converted. So, kung ato ko nung kung makonvert ang E ug ang I proposition, kung makonverted siya, kung magsunod ang E ag ang O propositions cannot be converted by simple conversion because the quantity of the predicate term in the converted, which now becomes universal, cannot be retained. In converted, the quantity of the predicate term is particular, but in the converse, the quantity of the subject term, formerly predicate term, in the converted is universal. So, for example, mo-proceed ta sa example ha. So ang giingon ngadto kay, ang giingon siya sa simple kuan kay, kung ang E kuno ug ang I proposition can be converted, it follows that E and O propositions cannot be converted by simple conversion because of the quantity of the predicate term in the converted. So, tanawa ang sample. Like an A proposition and O proposition cannot be simply converted. The reason is that the subject term of negative proposition would be changed from a particular term to a universal term, so we cannot convert. So, tanawang example, all dogs are animals. Muna siya ang eagle. So, ug arita diri sa apple, all animals are dogs. So, sa ato pa, sa E, all dogs are animals. So, muna siya kung subject, kung arita, ang subject dogs, ang predicate niya kay animals. So, rin nato sa apple, ang subject niya kay animal niya, manigative naman siya kay, dili masad pwede nga all animals are dogs. So, dili sa simple, kay ang ihang converted, kay inigabot niya sa converse kay, negative siya. So, dili siya pwede makonvert. So, kaning, like an A proposition and O proposition cannot be simply converted. The reason is that the subject term of a negative proposition would be changed from a particular term to a universal term, so we cannot convert. So, ang example sa ani niya is kani. Examples. Some birds are not animals. So, ang subject niya kay some birds, ang predicate niya is animals. So, ari na sa ta sa O, sa ubos, some animals are not birds. So, pwede man siya makonvert kay nag-refer man ta ani sa kuan. Proposition. So, dili sad ni siya ma-convert. So, let's proceed the partial conversion. So, partial conversion, this kind of conversion where the quantity of the converted is reduced from universal to particular. So, timani guys ha, the kind of conversion where the quantity of the converted is reduced from universal to particular. This implies that partial conversion is applicable only to A and A propositions. So, an A proposition can be converted by partial conversion to an I proposition and E proposition to an O proposition. So, ang dili na to ma-convert sa simple conversion, which is, pwede siya ma-convert sa partial conversion. Naraha. Example. All computers are gadgets. So, ang next is, some gadgets are computers. So, positive na siya ha. Pwede na siya ma-convert. No computers are robots. So, ang O niya, some robots are not computers. So, ang nakalahi guys, kay ang simple conversion is naa siya'y mga sentences, proposition, which is dili siya pwede ma-convert to converted. Kay ang kuan niya dili na magka dimao. Ang partial conversion is kuan siya kanang ma-convert siya. So maura to siya ako ang report. Thank you.